Those who are successful are not successful because they seek balance. They're successful because they work for a mixture. So let's talk about balance. Everybody talks about balance. It's a new year, and so many people are trying to find balance. There is no such thing as balance. If you want to be successful, it's not about balance. If you're striving for balance in your life, and just walk back in your life, the times that you really focused on trying to have a 50-50 weight distribution, and how tormented internally you were. It was so exhausting, wasn't it? Because you saw an area that was starting to slip, and with good intentions, you went and charged toward that area and you worked to really fix that area. And you did, only to realize you look at other areas of your life and those plates are starting to slow down. They've lost momentum, they're starting to wobble. And now you got to charge over and fix that, and you find yourself running all over, putting out fires, reacting to things instead of responding to success and working in such a way that you fold everything in to a mixture. This is why you revert back to your old ways, because you can't get the even distribution and you say, what the hell? I'm just going to go back to my life as normal. And life as normal is not going to be normal, because where you are today, if you don't make any modifications, if you don't adjust the mixtures, life is moving forward and you're slowly regressing back, and you don't realize it because you keep adjusting the baseline. The baseline is always moving. And understanding that the baseline is always moving, when you purposefully apply a mixture to your life and no longer look at balance, as life moves forward, so do you. You're making the adjustments in the mixture. Don't settle for a balance in your life. Instead, work for a mix. Your mixture is going to be sometimes, in some seasons, oil and water seasons. And what these are is it's a separation, meaning that it's a separation from a lot of other things that you normally do. You separate yourself from these things because you have to build the momentum in that area that improves the overall lifestyle. Athletes know this. Athletes play a season. They don't play year round, they play a season. And they realize that, hey, I'm not going to be in my bed for a period of time, and I'm going to be traveling from city to city to city. But that's what creates the life that creates the wealth. So oil and water days for you is that separation. Means that you may have to segment some time, not none, but you may have to segment a portion of your time, a larger portion of your time away from your loved ones. But it's for the greater good. Now, it's important that you relay this information. You don't just go out on a solo project saying, I'm doing this for y'all. Well, that becomes ego. But when you bring people into the mix and say, look, I've got to separate from these things. I've got to put in a lot of work. That means that I'm going to stay longer at work. It means that I'm going to get up earlier. But I'm doing this, I'm creating that separation, because while I'm creating that separation of time from you, I'm also creating that separation from my old life. And that separation, I've got to get away from those things. Well, in order to get away from that old life, I've got to separate it. It can't be a mix right now. So I have to do the things for the greater good for a season that's going to create benefits for us to enjoy as the days move forward. So that oil and water kind of separation for you is that you get up earlier, that you go in earlier, that you work your days off sometimes. You do these things so that way, that's what creates the opportunity for you to buy a house and get away and get out of this rent house in a high crime area that you're living in. Dude, when I started in sales, I had a regular cab Nissan truck with bitch keyed in the side, and I had a rent house with no stove, no refrigerator. I couldn't even afford it. And as bad as those times were, I put in the work to create the life that I have now. I'm so grateful for those times. And that's what it's got to be for you. The separation time, the oil and water days for you means that you separate yourself from other people, BS people. It means that you separate yourself from not watching Netflix or laying up on the weekends. What is the thing? Just like oil and water, they don't mix together. What is the thing that creates separation in your life? Those are the things that you have to look at and you have to apply for a season of time. And sometimes you don't know how long that season's going to be. Until is my time frame. How long? How much longer? Until. That's how much longer. And so you keep putting in the work, creating the separation, distancing yourself from an old life, from an old way of thinking, from old BS people, so that way you can enjoy the benefits of your life. That's what sets you up for success. Once you get that momentum going, what was first oil and water, a separation, now it folds into more so of a mixture. And again, it's not 50-50. Some days was 65-35. Today, it's 70-30. See, life is your lab. What you're doing is your lab. And you're constantly going back as a chemist, making these small adjustments. It's not set it and forget it. So what so many people want, I just want things to be easy. They just want to coast. Well, you can only coast in one direction. And you have to constantly make adjustments. You have to push yourself. You have to push your family. That way you don't regress. You don't slide down the hill and stand there and like, man, what happened? I got lapped. This will never happen for you if you always look at life not as a balance, but more so as a mixture. Now, sometimes, man, it's going to flip the other way around. You've got so much momentum going and your business is working so well that you can actually make the adjustments and lean more so toward your loved ones. And you devote that time for them. But then, as that season ends, you make the adjustments again. And you want that for their lives too. Life is not either or, it's and in both. It's and in all. You can have everything. You can eat the cake and be merry and lay up, or you can skip the cake to be successful. It's your choice. Life is not a balance. You don't want it to be a balance. Mediocre people look for balance. Successful, highly charged individuals look at mixture. And let me tell you something that's interesting about mixture too before we rock out. Mixture, when you cease looking at life as a balance and see it more so as a mixture, then when things go off script, the unplanned, the adversity, the uncertainty comes knocking at your door, it's okay. You just make the adjustments. See, things will always go your way if you adjust for the way. And so, where I had this plan of 70-30 for this plan, and all of a sudden something happens that was unforeseen, the people who look for balance are like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. But the warriors who look at everything in life as a mixture, they just apply a different portion for that moment, for that season, to bring about a productive outcome. Remember, the greatest sale that you will ever make is to sell you on you. Sales is the greatest profession, and life is the greatest gift. And the skill that you need most is the ability to sell. And the first sale you need to make is to sell you on you. Keep it simple, keep it moving, never settle, keep selling, stay in the sales life. For more on the sales life, go to marshbice.com. That's MARSHBUICE. And there you will find thousands of free resources, podcasts, videos. And when you're ready to take it to the next level, there's a tab for that too. Sign up for your online coaching today. Thanks for being here to help spread this show. Will you share this with someone else? And be sure to leave a rating and review. There are millions of podcasts to choose from out there, and your words and your review could be the reason why someone stops at the sales life and changes their life today, all because of your words. Stay amazing. Stay in the sales life.